So yeah, like Ricky said, my name's Sadi. I'm a senior here at UC Berkeley and I'm studying Economics and Business. And as a senior advisor at HUBBA, like Ricky said, I end each meeting with some senior advice. Honestly, the reason why I'm able to give senior advice each week is because this year I've had the blessing and opportunity to start therapy. As a black man especially, it isn't very common for where I come from to go to therapy, but it has been a transformative experience, and this speech will in some ways be my final senior advice. Looking at our theme, embodying the art of manifestation, I think of manifestation as living your life in a certain way to reach your goals. If you want to get stronger, you go to the gym. If you want to get good grades, you study. You make the incremental changes in your life to reach your goals. Manifestation starts with you. So that means our outcomes are directly linked to our actions. It all starts with you. But of course it's you, but even more important, it's about who you surround yourself with. Is your community nurturing you to be the best version of yourself, or creating a cage stopping you from being the best person you can be? I believe a lot of the times, the things that create this cage is not living to our truest self. In other words, being vulnerable. We keep ourselves in these environments that hinder our growth out of fear for the discomfort that being without this cage will bring. I've been blessed with a phenomenal community of mentors, friends, and family, and I would not be in the position I am today without them. It was actually Tamarik, our keynote speaker, who got me to apply to the HUBBA board at the end of my freshman year. And now I'm a senior, about to graduate. Thankful I was part of such an amazing organization filled with people I hope to stay connected to the rest of my life. Bringing it back to senior advice and my lessons in therapy, one of the most profound things I learned regarding living your truth is that vulnerability isn't anything but a filter. In other words, vulnerability will bring in the people who are meant to be there and push out the people who aren't supposed to be there. Being vulnerable is an act of manifestation. By making the change to be true to yourself, the world responds by giving you the people you need around you. In that way, your vulnerability manifests a better community. Me being true to myself brought me this community, and I'm forever grateful for that. Our community gives us the support to reach our goals, to attain success. But how do we measure how successful we are? In a quote from one of my favorite shows, Jujutsu Kaisen, are you the strongest because you're Satoru Gojo, or are you Satoru Gojo because you're the strongest? In other words, do your achievements define you, or do you define your achievements? You are not defined by the job or accolade you get. You are defined by the person you are to get it. Being the best version of yourself brings the achievements. You are not your best version because of what you achieved. I've talked about being the best person you can be as an act of manifestation to achieve your goals. But what should your goals be? True success is not the job you get or how much money you make. True success is measured by the positive impact you have on others and the world as a whole. My time at Berkeley was not successful because of the job I got. It was successful because of the people I was able to impact along the way. I was the first black person to ever get into my consulting club, and now we have 7. With my guy Marcus, I founded HUBBA's first ever consulting fellowship to give black students on campus access to the skills and resources that had been previously blocked from them. The people I was able to impact and the organizations I was able to change is what made my time at UC Berkeley successful. For my last senior advice, I'm going to end it with one of my favorite Rumi quotes. You are not a drop in the ocean, you are the entire ocean in a drop. To that I say, when you impact a person's life, you're not impacting a single drop. You are impacting an entire ocean. Thank you.